Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the 6th challenge, holy crap, in the Against All Challenges meta-series. As with our previous 2 challenges, I have done a series on the Hunted Part 2 before, but it's been 6 years. Now it's 2023, and celebrating the end of the channel's absence, Against All Challenges is a series of series in the 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time time slot. If you're just joining us, the entire meta-series already contains 5 complete challenges. 5. And close to 60 episodes altogether. And today, we launch back into the Hunted Part 2. I've been playing The Long Dark since 2015, but oddly enough, I haven't touched the challenges since the game left early access in 2017. So, in the spirit of getting a long hibernating channel back up and running, I decided to do all of them. After the old bear served me my very first defeat in the Hunted Part 1, we're now more than halfway through every challenge in the game. Well, we've beaten more than half the challenges in the game. You understand what I'm saying. After this one, I'll be playing Escape the Darkwalker and As the Dead Sleep for the first time ever. I've never attempted either of them on or off the channel, and we're almost there. Here are the rules. Every challenge gets its own playlist in the meta-series. If I fail a challenge, I will start over within the same playlist and try again until I succeed. The purpose of this meta-series overall, and it's gone really, really well for this, is just to get me reacclimated to producing content on a daily basis in one of my favorite games of all time. It's that simple. Before we go any farther, let me, as always, say a quick and huge thank you to our new nobles and champions. Becoming a member is like subscribing to a creator on Twitch, and it increases how much your viewership supports the channel by 300 to 400%, at least. Champions at around 2,000%, which is why their names are up in lights right now. The member badges and emotes you've seen around chat and in comments are just the 2 most visible perks. You can see a full list of them by clicking join, which depending on your device is either right next to the subscribe button or beneath the channel intro on the channel's front page. This membership stuff is new, both to the channel and to YouTube, but those of you who sign up help me spend less time catering to YouTube algorithms and give me more freedom to focus on the kind of content the Legion's already here for, which is pretty great. So, whether you're a champion, whether you're a noble, or whether you're a long-term subscriber, and maybe you're just now realizing the channel's back, and it's still so good to see all of you, thank you so much for all of the generosity with which you have supported and continue to support the channel over the years. And with that, here we are, the Hunted Part 2, the 6th challenge in the meta-series, and the last before As the Dead Sleep and Escape the Darkwalker. I genuinely cannot believe that we're here. But we are going to let Jennifer have this particular challenge because Jennifer had the previous one, and it just makes sense for continuity purposes. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now you're the hunter. With the bear killer rifle in hand, track the old bear to its den. Take the rifle and go face the old bear. So, as I begin here, hi. Let me just mention something that might have been confusing for those of you who've been listening closely throughout the meta-series. Wow, you are really, really letting me know that you're outside. But because of the way the game works, you can't come inside. So you just stay there, and I'm gonna... Listen. I stand corrected. The bear just kicked the door in partially. That's new. So, I've been mentioning throughout the series that there have been some revisions made to the Hunted Part 2, and I haven't really played the second, part of the Hunted since the revisions were made. And I have to confess, we can totally talk about this in the comments. We can talk about it in chat during the premiere, because I wasn't able to find exact information during a quick search prior to getting started. But it's really been years since this stuff was done, and I do not recall exactly. I think it may have actually been story-related changes during Wintermute Redux that I've been thinking about, specifically with the bear hunting spear, which is part of Wintermute. It's not part of the Hunted Part 2, and I don't know if any actual updates have really been made, to this challenge. Since, I don't know if anything in this challenge has been changed at all, even though I've kind of implied that things have changed. So, just want to mention that from the outset as I gather things and attempt to hunt this bear. And by the way, I haven't refreshed my memory on how exactly this situation works. So I know that this bear is outside waiting to kill me, but what we do once we step outside, I really don't recall. So we'll see. Of course, we have no continuity from the previous challenge, so there's nothing, you know, on my person at the moment, apart from what I would have at the beginning of a standard run. So this may or may not be exactly the same as the previous Hunted Part 2. I might have been thinking of the changes they made to the spear in Wintermute. Oh, that was a 10. Okay, 10 or 11. $44 or 45. Hey, all right. Well, that wasn't a bad start. All right, so picked up a few things in here. We don't have a lot to go on, but I do have some nicer shoes. And I'm nowhere near encumbered with anything. Let's see what I'm carrying exactly. I don't need to worry about it too much. Is there anything that I can repair? I can probably just go ahead and harvest these, right? Yeah, why wouldn't I do that? Let's harvest these, so I'm not carrying them around since I have nicer shoes. And now we just have to murder the bear. And this one, based on some of the stuff that I did check on while I was trying to find the information on whether the challenge had changed, and kind of verify that I've been talking about. So, with such conviction and confidence, oh wait, I might have been thinking about story mode, not this particular... Hey, nice. Not this particular challenge. Okay, can't repair anymore. One thing I noted is that the challenge seems like it's going to be pretty quick. So I don't know how quick. We'll see. I'm kind of dallying at the moment. Not just because I feel like it's going to be a quick challenge, but the impression I got was that it's going to be even faster than the Hunted Part 1. So that will be interesting. Let's go say hi. That was hilarious. Watching it just sort of turn and pivot that way. Is that a moose? Oh my god, that is a moose. Let me not piss off the moose. How many shots do I have? Just 9? I imagine I can find more ammunition. Yeah, I don't want to make that moose angry. No, don't even think it. I can hear some of you in the premiere already just saying, oh, go get a moose-hide satchel. Why not? Why wouldn't you? You did it before. Why not now? You know what? You know what? You know what? No. I'm not doing that. Stop trying to talk me into it. I will, however, pick up that spray paint just to be different. I don't know. Fur firewood. Oh, hi. Listen. I really don't want to waste a shot on you, so could you not? Thank you. I think he was just squaring up to me. I don't think he was actually getting ready to charge. Alright, bear, where'd you go? I must kill you. Oh, I hear bear crows. There's the bear. Hi. How's it going? Nice to see you. That's 2 hits. Is there anything to this, or do I just have to chase him down and shoot him? If we do this in one episode, I'm gonna laugh so hard. It'll be the first challenge for which the words complete playthrough on the thumbnail are actually 100% factually accurate, if that's the case. But I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done this. Whether or not the challenge has been revised, I do not recall whether or not it's just a matter of chasing after the bear and shooting at it. Also, I don't... Literally was about to say, I don't want to sprain my wrist right now while I'm carrying a gun. And what happens? The game's like, here, have a wrist sprain. You wanted that, right? No, I didn't. Why do you do this? Why you do this? I don't understand. Okay. I know. We have to track the old bear and kill it. So, is it just a matter of shooting it repeatedly? See, this is what I genuinely thought had changed. I thought that we had a spear now. And I was just thinking of Wintermute. I hadn't mentioned the spear yet, actually.
Jesus, this is cold.
I had just mentioned that there were some changes, but the changes I was thinking of really were Redux, weren't they? This doesn't feel too updated. I mean, we'll find out one way or the other. I really should have followed the blood trail. Hang on, let's see if we can find it if I go back a bit. I'll bet I can find it if I go back here. So we're probably going to get a little bit of cold damage from, you know, lollygagging out here. But I'll be honest, I'm not hugely concerned about it. And besides, I have been mentioning over and over and over again that we would get more cavalier and more ridiculous with decision making as the challenges got harder, and here we are. So
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Where the hecking heck is this blood trail? Or is it already gone? It might be already gone. Sometimes they disappear pretty quickly. The code on that has changed repeatedly over the years. Yeah, so I don't actually see the blood trail. I'll have to find the bear again. No problem. I'm just going to head for the camp office and see what other supplies I can find, because I don't want to die while I'm tracking the old bear. And we may need more than just these 10 bullets. You never know. Trying not to sprain. Trying not to sprain. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. I'm going to check over here to see if I find anything and then go pretty much straight to the camp office. I don't hear any bear crows. It's cold, but it's not that cold. The only reason I'm hypothermic right now, or at risk for hypothermia, is that I just don't have enough clothing. It would be interesting if you actually had continuity between the challenges, but I understand, between Hunted Part 1 and 2. But I understand why you don't. It would be neat, but it would also be kind of goofy, you know? Because I had so much good stuff by the end of the Hunted Part 1. Didn't have a rifle because that's how this challenge works. I think I heard something just now. Hang on. I'm just going to go this direction because this is the way the bear ran off. Hello, soundtrack. Hello, wolf. I think I heard bear crows, and there's a wolf right over there too, so I'm trying to thread the needle. If the bear's on my right, could be caught between a wolf and an old bear. Okay, I think the bear might be over there. I'm going to pay a quick visit to the camp office just to grab supplies. I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be at this, but I feel like the bear's in that general area based on what I just heard. Hi, wolf. I'm just going to walk past you and hope you don't aggro. Is that cool? Apparently not. So rude. Apparently not. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, thought the bear was around the corner there, but it's not. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. It'd be hilarious if the bear was, like, here right now. No, I don't want any, and I don't want to waste a shot on you because I don't know if I'll get more. So go away. All right, inside I go. All right, let's see what we can track down. There's a fishing line. Reclaimed wood, not that we need it. A bandage and an energy bar. Nice. Yeah, I really should have just followed the blood trail immediately. I can't even say that I had a good reason for wandering away from the trail. I'm not sure why I didn't just follow the bear immediately. Perhaps simply my instinct to prolong an unusually short challenge, but I wasn't consciously thinking that. Could have been subconscious. Alright, there's a can opener. There's a whetstone. Let me make sure to grab all those. Just like every stick, you need every whetstone. Legion. Every single one. Gotta pick them all up. It's all or nothing. Need to carry them all at all times. Even when dropping everything else. Need to carry whetstones. Lantern fuel. Okay, nothing really here to speak of. We're still cold, by the way, I'm noticing. So let me see if I can change that by putting on some of the things I picked up. That new thermal underwear might help. Yeah, there we go. All right, so if I sleep now for just a couple of hours, I should regain some of the health I've lost. I could technically have made some tea there just to regain more health. But I will just rough it. And let's see what we can do here. You know what? I also need some additional cloth for repairing stuff. So let's grab this while we're literally right next to it. Seems like a sensible thing to do. Also, it seems like the weather's getting worse. Lovely. Love everything about it. How am I doing on water? Like, if I have to stay here for the night, do I have things I can drink? Not really. I have a soda and I have Pinnacle Peaches. So I should probably just go ahead. Let's start a fire. I have a book. I don't have accelerant. I do have wood matches, and I have a tinder plug. Let's also take the charcoal. Get a fire going. And just make a little bit of water. If I'm going to be hunting for an extended period of time, which, again, I still suspect I'm not going to be, but I want to be prepared. Intentional risks for entertainment value at this point, and in the subsequent challenges, are things I will consider, but avoiding silly mistakes is still pretty high on my priority list. Contrary to popular belief. Okay, so I don't want to cook anything, I just want to make some water by melting some snow. Actually, one thing that I could do right now, let me drink that, and we'll start making some more. And yeah, this will work well. If I drink that... Alright, so we want to let that cook. But while we cook it, I can absolutely be repairing some of my stuff so that I don't lose it if the old bear gets me. Alright, so that's going to be a 30-minute repair. Let's drink that, and then we're going to do that a couple more times just so that I have stuff to drink. I might stay the night here just to be safe. Seems like it's probably a good idea. Also, I might need to check my calorimeter. No, we're fine for now. 6 minutes until boiled. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's continue doing that a little bit longer. Meanwhile, I will repair... Oh, nice. Just a 30-minute repair on the vest. Jennifer, listen. Thank you. Everyone was very surprised by how mean I was to Jennifer when she was failing so many repairs in the last challenge. I was totally kidding. In a realistic situation, this survivor had just been through, like, a horrific bear attack and was just trying to survive, and there I was going like, oh my god, repair stuff perfectly every time! If you thought I was sincere, you haven't been here long enough. I will poke fun at the characters, but it's never meant sincerely. Okay, so I'm just going to pick that up and not worry about the embers. Let's go ahead and... I think I will just try to sleep the night here, because it makes the most sense to do so. So let me make one more kind of quick sweep looking for stuff that I might not have spotted while multitasking. I did not pick up that newsprint roll. There is more reclaimed wood there. That's nice. Wait, was that a... Did I see a pry bar? No, it was just the angle, yeah. It was the angle of those planks and the green stripes in the wood. Okay. I'm going to try and get some rest. Alright, so right here at the bed. Now. Ha! Drop. Let's go ahead and eat the pinnacle peaches. Okay, and now we're in much better shape. So let's sleep for... I'm not going to get 6 hours. I'm going to get 4.5. But then I can pass some time. Yep. Let's pass time for about 4 hours. This is some wonderful deja vu to our nomad days. That challenge was something.
The guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Let's not do that, Jennifer. Let's just keep our heads in the game and not drink our own bodily fluids, okay? Okay. We're trying to stay sane here. We don't want to go the other direction. Okay. Here we go. Woke up fully rested. We're 20 minutes in. Does sound like the weather's a little bit rough outside. Hopefully not a full-fledged blizzard, but it could be. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that tomato soup. Tell you what, let me pass the time. Just a few more hours. Okay, good. That seems to have passed, whatever it was. Let's go find the old bear. I'm assuming the old bear is still in a similar area. I did not find any rounds, at least in the camp office. Now, the old bear is no longer hunting me like they did in the Hunted Part 1. Even though the name of the challenge is the Hunted Part 2, we are now the hunters. Hunter, singular. But also kind of plural, because we're all in this together. We are the hunters. Jennifer is the hunter. Both are true. It's a paradox. Don't ask questions. Let's wander this way. This is where we heard something last. We heard some bear crows while I was trying to avoid that wolf that then rudely chased me into the camp office because I didn't want to waste a shot. We've hit the bear twice. Oop. Listen. Those sound like carrion crows. So I don't know how much the bear will wander. Bear's not going to wander into another zone, I don't believe. If the bird does wander into another zone, I might have definitely prolonged this challenge by letting it get away. Yeah, those are carrion crows. That, however, is the old bear. Found it! Everything's fine. Mostly. Also, we're really cold. Alright, so now I'm going to be a little bit more of a tracker. Kinda. Mostly. Hello. Hi, bear. Yeah, you smell me, don't you? You smell me. Jamon. Where are you going? Oh, it's running. It's actually running from me. Wow. That's new. We really are the hunted now. All right, is it going to slow down, or am I just going to keep sprinting after it? That's right. Doesn't it, like, run off to its lair? Isn't that what's happening here? All right, so, okay. Oh, interesting. It's still showing a blood trail. So now I can actually track it again, despite the fact that I just slept. This is fascinating.
Oh, so cold.
So we're not speedrunning this. At all. This is not to be confused with a speedrun of the Hunted Part 2. However, I'm not, as I said while we were in the office, I'm not going to intentionally prolong this. There's a wolf right there by the train tracks. And I feel like the bear might have stopped running because the bear crows are getting closer. Yeah, bear stopped running. Hello. You want another bullet? I got one for you. You know you want one. I'm going to wait till you charge, though. Come on. Alright, hands are officially cold on account of the hypothermia. Well, to be clear, it's not hypothermia, it's hypothermia risk. Alright, so let's now track it. And if I can stop at some point and stay warm, I will do so. I have some fuel that I can burn, but I burned most of it on that fire when I was getting water. Okay, so now we have frostbite risk. Really? Did I not make gloves? I don't have any gloves. That's funny. Yeah, see, this is what I get for playing these 2 challenges in a row. Hang on. 37 minutes. Okay, I don't have that much time. So, tell you what, let's double back for a moment. We know which way the bear went. I need to stay warm, and I need to make gloves. Because honestly, I thought I was wearing gloves. I looked at the icons on the paper doll, and I was like, hey, I have gloves. I don't know what I was seeing, because those are not gloved hands, and there's no pair of gloves in the game that looks like that. So I just completely spaced on gloves. Let's fix that. All right, and being in here, of course, for the moment will not only let us get more cloth and continue repairing, because we're going to use all the remaining cloth we have just to make these improvised gloves. I can also make a second improvised piece of headgear to stay more fully warm, which is honestly a fantastic idea. So let's do that. First of all, we're going to begin crafting this. Okay, we have the hand wraps, and I can also, oh, perfect. Go ahead and craft an improvised piece of headgear so that I will not have to worry as much about that stuff. Okay, so frostbite is going to be less of a concern. Let me go ahead and sleep for just a couple of hours so I can warm back up. Also, I can definitely go ahead and consume some ketchup chips and drink some water. Not going to get 10 hours of sleep. Probably going to get more like 4 or 5, but I will take it. All right. It's about mid-afternoon. Frostbite risk is gone. We're fully rested. We're fully healed. And I don't hear any bad weather outside. Let's keep this going. I don't know if I can afford to shoot at anything else. That's one concern that I have. So far, this is, okay, I'll say it, painfully straightforward. So I'm wondering if, I'll go back to what I was saying at the beginning. I'm wondering if I was just completely wrong about the fact that this challenge has been revised and I was misremembering thinking about Wintermute rather than thinking about the Hunted Part 2. or if there have been changes that I've forgotten about and couldn't find info on, and could it represent an unexpected variable? I don't know. All right, I think I hear bear crows, but those, again, might be carrion crows. Let's listen. Okay, so here's the trail. I see bunnies, which is hilarious. Wait, where'd the trail go? Here it is. Let me not walk right up on the old bear because I'm too busy staring at the ground. I'll try to combine the directions in which I'm looking. Okay, so I do think I hear bear crows off to the right, which seems consistent with where this thing ran. Okay, it hung out here for a moment and then has run this way more recently because we have fresh footprints. A moment ago, we were following just the blood trail. Now we have footprints. And I can hear bear crows getting closer. I'll let you listen. You hear that agitation? That's the bear crow sound. That's the difference. You don't hear a carrion crow do that. Hi there. Remember me? Oh, he's gonna run again. Okay. He, she, do we know? Don't know which sort of bear we're talking about. Could be a he bear, could be a she bear. Either way, we have to kill it. No mercy. Yeah, hands are definitely much warmer now. It's also later in the day and it's foggy, which is helping. Alright, I see the old bear running over that ridge. So, still a ways yet to go. I don't recall how long this goes on. Literally just, I mean, I had to make a few things to bolster my odds of survival. Like, you know, I had to make those pieces of clothing, and that's certainly helping. But now that I have that locked down... Alright, we're back at... Alright, is the bear going to stop here, or where's it going to go? Yeah, it stopped. Okay. Hello? I have a bullet for you. Would you like a bullet? I have a bullet for your face. Come see me. Please come see me. Hello? Hello? Who is it? Bear? Bear. Do you know I'm here? Are you going to get mad at me or are you going to run? All right. Okay. So that's interesting. I deliberately took that shot prior to the full aggro to see if the behavior would be any different at all. And it does seem that just shooting it... The reason I'm not just shooting it, by the way, when it hasn't aggroed, is I do feel like this is scripted. And I feel like you can only hit it when it's reached its kind of moment where it becomes aggressive again, if you're noticing what's happening. So the bear will run to a spot and then slow down and then start acting like it's relaxing a little bit. All right, where is this going? And then it will, rather than running away from you more, it will aggro. So that's why I'm waiting for it to at least aggro before I just shoot at it, because I don't know if the shots that hit it prior to it reaching various spots, see, now it's running. I don't know if shooting it just now would have actually progressed the script that it's running on. If I'm wrong about that, then it's hilarious, because I could have just fired 10 shots and killed it. But those of you who are following me, which is hopefully all of you, if the shots only count when the bear is in aggro mode, I don't want to waste the shots that I have. I want all of my shots to count. So I'm going to follow this guy. Or girl. All right, I hear bear crows. So wherever it stopped around this corner, where did it run off to? And why don't I see tracks? Did it already come up here? It might have already come up here. All right, let me backtrack a little bit, because we're so close to it that it's... All right, I hear bear crows this way. We're so close to it that it's been leaving both the trail of blood and the prints, and now I don't see either. What the hecking heck? Where did it go? Looking down here to see if I can spot it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it ran around this corner on the low terrain, so let me... Wait a minute. No, that's one of my footprints. All right, let me step down here. I need to see if I can spot its trail again. Either trail. I just need... Oh, there it is. Found it. All right. It is a shame that you can't see these from a little bit farther away. Their level of detail settings, notice how they're kind of fading in front of me. So it only goes to about there. And I feel like the level of detail is responsible for that. Like, they only are visible at the closest possible point. And it's like, come on. You can give them some LOD settings for a little bit farther out. Make this bear easier to track. I mean, I suppose it might be by design. That way you really have to be on the trail and following it. Like, you can't get off the trail and then look for it like I was doing. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Hi, demon. There's a demon somewhere. Not to be confused with the old bear that we're hunting. That's just a doe. Yeah, there's the demon. I'm not going to shoot you, because I don't think I can afford to, as I just finished explaining at length. Oh, the bear ran a good ways. So this would be interesting in some ways to speedrun this challenge, but I don't know if that would really even be that entertaining. All right, I think I see the bear still running up there. You know what? Let me... Since this has brought me straight to this location. This is one of the more loot-dense areas, especially on this difficulty, in terms of the loot tables. So there's an extra can opener that I do not need. Let me just check these huts while I'm right next to them, because it would be silly not to, you know? It would be silly. Alright, I don't need the flashlight, unless we're concerned about a wounded Aurora old bear.
I could eat a horse.
Fleece mittens.
Because I love horses.
I love that modification to that line. I know I've said that a million times, but it's just great. That and the modification that Jennifer made, which feels improvised, to the I'm going to eat a tree line. Because the original, for those of you who haven't been playing The Long Dark as long, the original, can you eat trees? Like, it used to just be that question. She would ask, can you eat trees? And that line is still in the game. You can still hear her saying that. But there's also, can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree. She almost sounds happy about it, you know? Which is hilarious. And nothing there. Pork and beans, don't need more meme paint. Alright, and I don't need that. Well, hang on.
This will come in handy.
What does my current storm lantern have in it? Yeah, a lot more than that. Don't need it. And I think I've been going, what, counterclockwise? Yeah, I went in... Oh, crap. I did go in that one first, I think. Alright, so let's look in here. Another piece of cedar firewood. Cooking pot, which could come in handy if this gets prolonged in any way, but at the same time, we're looking pretty good at the moment. And I don't want it to get too dark, because I feel like we might be close to the end of this. We'll see. Tin of coffee. Reclaimed wood. What would be funny is if I reach the point where it's time for me to end the episode and do like an episode 2. And then we find out during the premiere, like, dude, you just needed to shoot it like one more time. That would be frustrating, but it's the kind of thing I didn't want to look up the exact details of it prior to doing the challenge, because I think part of the fun of doing these together has been not only me getting reacclimated to the Long Dark, as I've been saying, and to just content creation, but it's to, you know, sort of experience the challenges firsthand. Right, I see the old bear up there. Without really much preparation. Just kind of attempting them with nothing but the shirt on my back, you know? No extra prep. Just to keep it fresh. And that has worked, I think, very well so far. Alright, so bear has stopped running once again. I'm going to predict it will run, but it might rear up on its hind legs. We'll see. Hi, bear. How's it going? Wind's kind of loud, huh? Can you hear me? Can you smell me? Probably can't smell me because of the wind. Alright, bear's definitely charging. Okay. Let's be good and get our brass. Not that we need it. And not that we picked up the other several pieces we've dropped. Okay. Starting to get kind of tired. But I'm not encumbered, thankfully. Come on, game. Game, are you really going to stop me on this log of all logs? Come on. I can't get over that? Give me a break. Give me a break. I would keep going, but I'm not in the mood to infringe copyrights today. This stream is not sponsored by KitKat, and I would not want to create the false impression that it is. That would be dishonest of me. Oh, hey! Hey! Finally! It happened! I unlocked a feat! That's my first feat. Because remember, I didn't have any of the challenges or feats. Holy crap, that makes me so happy. Because I always, for those of you who don't know, I always play in custom mode, which has existed more or less since the beginning of time. Well, it's existed since the game launched with 1.0 when Wintermute Episode 1 came out. And so as a consequence, I don't have any feats because I play in custom mode so often. But the challenge mode allows feat progress. And I've been saying for a while, like, hey, we'll get some feat progress. Like, I will actually unlock some feats. And it hasn't happened yet. Until just now. Heck yeah. Huzzah! I don't know that I will use them in against... I definitely won't use them in Against All Odds series. It does feel good to say that, doesn't it? One of my champions commented the other day, like, hey, I should say one of our champions, because that's what they are, commented just the other day, felt so good just to hear you say, "Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series." It just feels good to say it, feels good to hear it, and it's getting close. It's getting close. Now that I'm done with this wedding weekend that I just stepped away from, it's caused me to scale back the schedule a little bit. Wasn't the plan, but it's what I ended up having to do. Where did the bear go? Hang on, I've got to double back again. But yeah, now that we're almost done with the Metaseries, I mean, some of the challenges have gone faster than planned, I have to say. So, that's my trail. So since they've gone faster than planned, yeah, this is all my trail. Let's see if I can find the bear trail, though. You can tell I'm walking around in different directions because you can tell how much I strafe when I play this. That's hilarious. Oh, wait, I think I see. Yep. Found it. But now that I'm back, it's going to be really quite close. Before you know it. All right, I have just 5 shots left. So maybe I have to fire all 5? Okay, bear's running again. Let's go after it. Do I have a stim? No, I don't.
I can't feel my feet.
I'm not going to do that right now. That would be crazy. I kind of do want to make some coffee, though. You know, I've got some stuff that I can burn. I can grab a cattail for some tinder, because I'm going to be surrounded by cattails. I just ran by a bunch a minute ago, actually. And no, I don't know exactly when it's going to be. I haven't put plans in motion. I still have an order of series that I want to bring to the channel, and the next one that I want to start, we have a new series coming up in Stellaris that's going to run concurrently with Heralds. I don't know how much longer Heralds is going to keep going. I don't want to talk about too much channel stuff, but then I also want to start some Civilization content back. But after that, I had planned in my initial list of here's the order of series that I want to start. Against All Odds Season 7 was on that list. So, I mean, it's not that far away. I'm just going to go by my original list, even though the software stuff last month slowed me down a bit. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Let's go find this bear, shall we? By the way, if you're watching this during the premiere, as always, thank y'all for coming and for chatting and hanging out. I absolutely love our premieres, whether they're small or big. The last few have been big, at least relatively speaking, to some of the premieres we've done in the past. And I really appreciate that. And I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Alright, so I've just grabbed a couple of cattails, which I can use to make coffee. I don't hear any bear crows, and I also don't see... Alright, here's the blood trail. Okay, I do think I hear the bear crows now. My guess is that I have to shoot it 5 times. Again, I don't know for sure, but that's it. That's where my money is. And I do want to wait until it aggroes every time. Hi. How you feeling? All right, there's that. Now, I am tempted to find a hollowed out tree here if I can and make a fire.
I'm freezing.
Because not only is Jennifer cold, I know there's a hollowed out tree if I climb that, but then I feel like I'm going to have to go ahead and... You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and climb that. How close am I to... All right. I kind of doubt I'm going to be able to make it all the way up this thing without making coffee first. So let's see if maybe I can get away with just making a fire in this little crevice where it's mostly protected from the wind unless the wind blows from that direction, in which case I'm screwed. Can I not? There we go. I mean, if I come here, if I can put a fire down in this space, which I probably can't. No, it's too sloped. All right, let me attempt this. I'm not feeling great about this from a fire starting perspective, but we're going to try it. I just need to make some coffee. Nothing you haven't seen before. I'm kind of trying to go for this in one episode, but I don't know if it's possible or not. So I'm also watching the clock thinking, ooh.
Come on.
Actually failed. That hasn't happened that much. Can we comment? I mean, I know that I was memeing all over Jennifer for failing the repair attempts in that last challenge, in the Hunted Part 1. But we have not failed that many fire starts. Mostly because I've used accelerant, which I now don't have. We've had these very generous loot tables that have given me tons of accelerant. So that has certainly been helpful. But also the fact that these failed fire starting attempts, which are not short endeavors in terms of time. This is chipping away at my episode clock. I would like to take another few shots at the bear to see if we can do it in one, but I just don't know for sure if that's going to happen. Okay, cedar firewood, fir firewood. So this is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Right, I don't think I have that much water, to tell you the truth. So let's go ahead and make some coffee. I'm going to drink that. Probably not enough water would be my guess. Nope. Not enough water. Had a feeling. Okay, and now we will make our coffee. We'll drink it. We're not going to be able to keep doing this for too long because our thirst meter has just filled up. Oh, okay. For a second I thought that was pursuit music and I was like, excuse me? This is not the Hunted Part 1. Get away. How dare you? You know? Alright, so we'll drink that. And this should help us get our energy level back up. Alright, here is... Alright, I have to make an executive decision here, because we're at the 50-minute mark. And I have my coffee, and that's great. I am not quite ready to watch radar, but soon enough, you know? Let's go ahead and take a torch. Now, I can drink another one of those, so let's do that. I'm going to climb this rope. We're going to get up to the top of this cliff. And what I will do is I will use this moment at the beginning of the next episode to spot for the bear and continue hunting it. And with any luck, by the end of the normal length episode, or maybe shorter, we'll have the Hunted Part 2 done. We could be discussing in the very premiere right now, or in the comments after the premiere is over, we could be discussing the fact that I'm delusional and it's not going to be that fast. But I do know that there, as I said, there's a lot of information about how this is one of the fastest challenges. So... Okay, I'm going to take a break here. JK, going to take a break here. There we go. All right, let's drink that coffee just to give myself a little bit more energy. All right, now I'm just going to watch my stamina. Yeah, it makes sense for me to take a break here because we need to get the episode uploaded. I'm actually recording this on the morning of the premiere, and it's getting... I'm not only watching my episode clock, but it's getting painfully close to premiere time. I just got back from a wedding, okay? Like, I've had a lot to do. And I got back last night, and I was like, I don't know if I have, like, full commentary energy. And now that I'm back, like, I'm so excited and ready to, like, spin things up again to full speed and beyond. But I wasn't quite able to get anything recorded the day I got back. Took me a little bit too long to get to my place. I was a little bit tired, so let's step in here. I'm not going to look over the edge yet. There's a bunny. Hi, bunny. There's some additional stuff here. There's an orange soda, a book. What do you have? Antibiotics. Nice. Okay. And with that, well, that's a memento box, so we can't open that. Sad day. Cool that those exist in the challenges, though. That always throws me off a little bit. All right, I'm going to pick up this stuff here, because it might come in handy to make another fire at some point. But for now, I'm just going to throw down my bedroll. Oh, this is ominously familiar. This feels a lot like the cave. Yeah, it's the same cave model as the one in Timberwolf, where that bear, not the old bear, but where the bear that mauled us during the Archivist challenge got me. So let's go ahead and sleep for, I'm going to say 10 hours. I'm not going to get that much. But when I wake up, I'll be fully rested. I will be able to look out, hopefully, onto a daylit area. Yep, we have the sun rising. That's perfect. I'll leave the bedroll there because it's going to, when I come back, it's just going to be sitting on the ground because I'm using that save point I just gained. But I will use that light to look out over the lake and see if I can spot the old bear's next spot. And again, we might be very close to the end, so this is somewhat ironic, but I do have to make an executive decision and end this episode here so that we can get it published. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, especially now that I'm back. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.